but me being the in-person patient. What? It's a really good desk, but it's real wood, it's thick. What is going on, guys? Today is the day we finally start the ultimate setup revamp. It's a little messy right now. I know, I've been doing work around it, doing work on it, but it's gonna be a lot better once it's completed. And without talking too much, enjoy the intro and enjoy the little montage of me breaking it down. Alright, we now have a blank canvas, except we won't be putting the setup back on this wall. We'll be doing it on this wall here. You can tell that I started painting, haven't finished it. I'll get to that at a later point. But where the desk is going to be, I don't think it's going to exceed the part that I already painted. So first things first, I want everything to be completely centered in the wall. So let's measure the wall and see where the middle point is. So I do have these 3D panels that I'm putting behind the desk, obviously just on the top portion of the desk. I was going to put them up after mounting the tabletop to the wall, but I'm trying to avoid having to cut any of these and ruin the design or have any sloppy cuts. I know it's going to be roughly 2 wide, so I'm probably going to put these up first and base the height off the desk after that. I know that 4 of these lengthwise is exactly 74 inches, so should work out pretty well. Let's get to it. First things first, I want to say I'm sorry for the light that might be in this shot. There's really nothing I could do about it. It's mounted to the ceiling. I need the light or else it's really dark in here and the camera won't really be able to pick up what I'm doing. And I'm working with a really tight space. But other than that, we got the 3D panels up. I'm really impressed. I'm really liking it. I can see my vision definitely coming into play and coming together. I've been planning this setup rework for a little bit over a month and everything's working out as expected. Before mounting the tabletop to the wall, I do want to put these light strips up around the 3D panels, so I'm not constantly reaching over the desk and struggling. So let's do that. Alright, the lights are up. Let's test them out. Oh yeah. That looks amazing. I'll switch it to my color scheme, red. I'll stop that right. Yeah, that looks good. I chose these lights. I won't say that they're not the best, but they're definitely, they're worth the money. They were like 20-30 bucks for 75 feet or something like that, but they're extremely flexible, so I was able to weave it within the 3D panels, which is what I wanted. It's the look I was going for, and I'm definitely satisfied with it. Alright, let's put the tabletop up. I got these triangle brackets from Amazon. I got about 6 of them. I'm either going to use 5 or all 6, seeing how it's a pretty heavy tabletop and I don't want it to come crashing down. Other than that, we will not be using the hardware and the anchors that came with it. I hate these anchors. What we will be using is this. This anchor can support up to, I believe, 500 pounds, and these have never let me down. So I will be using these on my monitors, on all of these brackets. So let's start taking measurements and figuring out where we're gonna put them, and let's do it. So I've decided that I'm going to use my old drawers from IKEA as a estimate because it seems about the right height. Looking at it, I think I'm wrong. I think this might be slightly too tall than what I'm looking for. I just want to be sure before I start drilling all of these holes in the wall. So, oh my. Let's see. Actually, it's perfect. All right. This is actually good. What now? Oh, it's actually crazy. You can see. So the one thing I don't like about this room, this house, it's a lovely house, but whoever made it made everything uneven. I'll show you. You can clearly see that it's completely flush up against the wall, but some parts aren't touching, so the wall kind of caves out. So that's why if you look up here, there's more space than others. Right here it's really tight because it's really uneven. It's gonna make it a little bit difficult, but I should be able to work with it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is get the desk exactly where I want it. Then I'm gonna hold the brackets up and I'm going to mark the holes, remove all this stuff, and then start drilling it. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. Nothing ever goes according to plan, flawless, how it's supposed to be. Never. Everything's working out as expected. Everything's working out as expected. So what happened was I got anchors in the last 4 where the brackets are gonna go. Not sure what is going on with these first 2. I might have hit a stud, which never happens in my house. Studs are invisible around here. I don't know. But in order for the anchors that I have to work, it needs to be hollow in the back so the thing in the back can flip out and you can pull it closed. That's not going to happen with these ones. I'm going to see if the anchors that they gave me with it will work and maybe will be saved and it won't be as bad because it might be a stud. Let's see what happens. And the hole is too big. This is this is a great thing. Let's see if I can get one of these in. The thing is, no, there's no way. This is never goes how it's supposed to go. I'm gonna do some brainstorming and I will let you guys know what I come up with. After some careful consideration, no idea what I'm gonna do. I could remove the N2 from each end and only have the two centers. I really don't want no support on each end, even though there's really gonna be nothing heavy on the desk at all, but the desk itself is pretty heavy, so I really don't want to do that. I'm just gonna, so I don't waste any more time, I'm gonna put the last 4 brackets on, then come back to this, see if I can figure out any solutions, and let's just get right into it. Alright, so we ran into some issues. One of the anchors in the far one on the bottom fell out on the inside. Still seems pretty secure. The two I was having issues with here, I used the standard anchors that came with the brackets on the far left one. This one, I did the same thing. It's kind of loose. I could fill the holes, try again, but me being the impatient person, the impatient person that I am, I don't want to wait. I'm just gonna full send it, and my thought process is there's 6 brackets here. This one shouldn't cause it to fall, especially since I am mounting the monitors on the wall. Really the only thing that's gonna be on the desk is like my mouse, keyboard, Go XLR, Stream Deck, little things. So we're gonna go ahead, full send it. Let's see how it goes. Alright, I got the 2 brackets screwed in on each end. I just have the 2 center ones to screw in. This desk is really hard to screw screws into, so I just kept stripping the screws. Some of them aren't even screwed in all the way, but like I said, there's so many brackets, I'm hoping it will kind of counter out. So the real test now is we are going to remove these drawers so we can screw in the last 2 brackets. Like I said, there's 2 on each end screwed in. Let's see if it falls. So far, so good. I did not like that at all. Alright, see what we're working with. What I think happened was the drawers was higher than the bracket, so it kind of just dropped down when I took it out, but that's fine. We're gonna screw in the last brackets and see how it goes. Alright, the desk didn't fall on us yet. So what I'm gonna do is, the desk is completely flush with the wall, more or less. So to run some cables, I'm gonna drill some holes in it and put this in for some nice clean cable management. I'm gonna drill 1 dead center on the back side to route the monitor cables, whatever else needs to go through there. 1 on the 2 back corners to run stuff like my Go XLR, my Stream Deck, and I'm going to do one dead center of the desk to route my keyboard cable through. Let's do it. Drilling holes in this desk is a complete nightmare. It's a really good desk, but it's real wood, it's thick. I went through like 2 batteries already trying to do it, so while I wait for the batteries to charge, I'm going to work on the monitors. I am going to be cutting slits in the 3D panels to kind of slide them in there. I got these cheap mounts from Amazon. They were like 16 bucks. I usually don't buy like stuff that cheap, but this is exactly the look I'm going for. It's gonna look flush to the wall. It's gonna look really clean. The only thing is that there's not wiggle room, there's no arm, so I have to mount them completely perfect if I want my monitors aligned and stuff like that. So I already traced the outline for the first monitor, so I'm gonna cut that out of the panel now. Let's do it. Alright, so that about wraps it up for this video. It didn't seem like we got a lot done, but we really did. We got all the hard stuff done and situated. We got all the monitors mounted, 4 monitors total. Cut myself in the process. We got the camera mount, the desk, the 3D panels, LED light strips around the panels. So all we gotta do next time is just a whole bunch of small stuff, finish up, and get everything situated. If you enjoyed the video, consider pressing that like button, that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.